Welcome back to Megan Writes and my writing blog. If you haven't seen my first video, all about my writing schedule, check it out here. Today I'm going to talk about how I determine story length with each new story idea. Some stories work best as short stories. Others need a whole novel length to get the entire story across. And sometimes they fall in between to be a novella. I will discuss the different specs for each type and give examples of story ideas I currently have and how I determine what type of length I plan to write them. Now, a short story is typically anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 words, or 20 to 40 pages, but can be as short as 1,000 words. Stories less than 1,000 words are considered flash fiction, but I'll have a whole other video on those. Novellas are typically between 10,000 and 40,000 words, or 40 pages to 160 pages. And novels are typically between 50,000 words and 110 words, or 200 to 440 pages. Now these can vary, but those are the average ranges for reference. So, for example, one story idea I have is about personified socks and why you always end up with one missing. Now that doesn't really have enough meat to it to be even novella length. So that would definitely be a short story, because it's just a quick idea with a few points to get across. There's not really going to be much character development or even plot, so it can fit nicely as a short story. Another story idea I have is about a woman who becomes severely agoraphobic after the pandemic, and her journey to overcome her fear. This one, I thought at first would be about novella length, but the more I thought about it, I realized that it can develop into the range of a novel, as there will be significant character development and a whole arcing progression from her life before the pandemic, how she handled the lockdowns, and specific incidents that eventually caused her agoraphobia, to the incident that convinces her to face her fears, and then her whole journey into overcoming those fears. This could definitely take 50,000 words to tell. One story idea I'm currently developing is a story that will be loosely based on Alice in Wonderland. Our protagonist, Alyssa Carter, is about 25 and trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life. One day, she's invited to an underground nightclub called Wonderland, where she meets a bunch of different characters that teach her about life and make her rethink how she wants to go forward. All the characters will be based on characters from Alice in Wonderland, and I'm excited to create references to these characters and boil down the types of things they could teach. The story will probably be novella length, since there is significant character development, but the story itself is only going to take place over a 24 to 48 hour period. These are just a few ideas I have for stories. The Wonderland story is in the draft phase, but the other two are still just ideas. If you want to hear about another story that I'm thinking of converting into a graphic novel, check out this video here. I will also have another video to talk about all the stories I'm currently working on, along with other potential story ideas. Let me know in the comments what types and lengths of stories you like to read, and which of these story ideas you would like to hear more about. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.